Welcome back to Lenny Plans. I am filming a plan with me today and I'm doing it a day early. I'm going to be planning out week 14 in my B6 size Wonderland222 and I'm filming on Saturday the 2nd because I've got a lot on this weekend and I just happened to find a couple of hours, so I'm grabbing it while I can. I have been using a clear plastic cover and it's actually like a blue colored holographic with holographic silver foil stars, and I'll pop a link to the shop where I got it from. I don't know that she's making them at the moment. I think, trying to remember, I think it's something like Bun Creations. I'll pop a link below so you can keep an eye on her store. I've noticed that she does stock them semi-irregularly. And I actually just put a piece of like white paper in between just so that I can see a little bit more of that blue and purple. And then I've got a little vinyl on here too. I will have to find a link for that one. I cannot remember where I got this. This cover is a couple of years old and I've put it on a few different books. I originally bought it for Astrology a couple of years ago. And yeah, I pulled it out again. It's just feeling like a holographic kind of week. And that's the kit that I've been using as well. So I'll jump in and show you what the week has been like so far. I do feel like I'm still in the middle of it, even though it is Saturday afternoon. So this is the week after the pen. I've been using the holographic kit from Beth Plans that I showed you guys last week. And on Monday, it was my youngest son's 9th birthday and my nephew's birthday. It was his 3rd birthday. This is my littlest here, a photo of him. I got up super early and made him waffles because that's what he wanted. It's not easy to do that kind of thing before breakfast. It definitely felt like I was getting up at the crack of dawn or before, but we got there. There's another photo here, and this is actually, it was a stick insect, and this picture does not do it justice. I want to say, gosh, it would have been like that piece of wood that it's on. It probably was, I'd swear it was the width of the B6 open flat, actually. Like it was sizable. I saw it from fairly far away. I don't hugely love insects, but this one I just found so fascinating because it was actually horizontal. And so it was very clearly an insect by the way that it was sitting, but it looks exactly like a stick. It was wild. Anyway, I think getting up early on the Monday, and I'm just really feeling end of term. Like it's just starting to really hit me. And the kids are feeling it as well. They're definitely a lot more emotional. Lots and lots of big feelings. But anyway, getting there. I had to remember to take a book to work with me, so it was really crucial. And so I had that on my task list here as well. Packing bags. Littlest for his birthday asked for tacos. Super easy. Love it. I wish they were always that straightforward. Tuesday was my dear friend Ali's birthday and we actually have her party tomorrow to celebrate. I'm really looking forward to that. Tuesday at school was mostly just catching up. Last week was really intense and it felt like I just had a revolving door of students coming in and out. So there was just a lot of administration to catch up on because of that, but I managed to get most of it done on Tuesday, which is very cool. We had music, we had dal for dinner, which is a lentil curry. My father-in-law is Anglo, but he was born in India and lived there until he was 14. So my partner's family, they do a lot of curries, and dal is pretty much a staple for us. It is the one thing I can guarantee the kids will eat. Lentil curry and rice. Very, very simple and really good for them, which is awesome. My tasks for Tuesday were texting my friend happy birthday, paying John, who is our music teacher, and preparing bags for Wednesday. On Wednesday, oh, my littlest really struggled to get up. He just did not. He got up like 5 minutes before we had to go. It was one of those, if you don't get dressed now, you will be getting dressed in the car or in the car outside of school kind of mornings. I don't know if you'll have those as well, but we definitely had one of those on Wednesday. Wednesday at work, I just felt like I was kind of cleaning up other people's messes. But anyway, I was a little bit frazzled by the end of that day and just a little bit sort of disheartened, but it doesn't happen very often. So I know that I will pick back up again, but definitely one of the more challenging days. I got a parcel this week, which was super fun. It was from Notebook Therapy. I'll pop a link below for them as well. I wonder if I've got it nearby. Oh, I'm using the pencil case. It's one of their the pop-up pencil cases, and it's an ocean pattern, and then it's got this beautiful like ultramarine colored corduroy at the bottom. And it's one of those ones where you can like pull it down. Try and do it sideways so I can show you guys, and then it stands up all by itself. So cool. Anyway, that arrived along with one of their notebooks. I do have it. It's right next to me actually, and it's a bit dirty. It is that's one of their little freebies. Super cute. You can see where I was feeling holographic this week. Oh, it's dusty. It did not look like that before I opened it, so that's all from me. any bits of dust did not come with it. But yeah, it's one of their holographic ones. I think I can't remember what it's called, Cup of Tea or Galaxy of Tea or something like that. But yeah, all holo, and like the edges of it, I hope the camera picks that up because that was pretty much where I bought it. I've been really really solid in my Wonderland, but I can't quite resist a notebook like this when I see it. So Cup of Galaxy, there we go. I don't know if you've seen these books. They're really beautiful. The paper's quite thick. It's been a while since I've used one. From memory, they don't take water, like watercolor, super well. They'll take it to a certain extent, but it does peel a little bit. You know, not like the Tomoe paper that's got that like the coating on it, but it's thick enough that it'll take a little bit, which is cool. And it's dot grid. It's more of that classic bullet journal, which I love. I just haven't been using it as much lately. And then it's got 2 bookmarks there. It's got a pocket at the back, and it came with a little tea bag paper clip. Super cute. So yeah, I don't quite know what I'm going to use it for. I must confess it did somewhat inspire me to jump back into bullet journaling again. But my days are just so predictable. So rather than sort of drawing up a week every week, yeah, it's nice to have the planner where it's just done for you and you can just turn the page and it's already drawn up. I do miss being a little bit more creative with things like Dutch doors and stuff like that through the month though. So I don't know. I'm good with my Wonderland for now, but you know, that stationary temptation to try different things. I sidetracked. Wednesday, I just had a couple of things. I had to make a transfer to my mum, my practice drums, charge my laptop. I really needed to have it ready for Thursday. Packed a swimming bag. It was bin day. Swimming. Excuse that background noise. I do live very close to a train line. You guys have probably heard that before. Thursday, it rained like crazy and I got super wet, and honestly, like, this little Sakura Mochi completely explains it. I actually was walking with the umbrella like that at one point. So by the time I got home, I was still wet when I picked the kids up for swimming and then sat in my wet clothes while they did swimming. By the time I got home, I was just exhausted. I just didn't feel like cooking. So we ended up ordering pizza instead. Just had a kind of a quiet night. Some laundry after swimming. I had to order the groceries. which I remembered just in time so that I could pick it up on the way home from school on Friday. Friday was another day of just sort of picking up and trying to smooth things from, it honestly feels like I'm cleaning up other people's messes, but it is partially my job to do that on occasion. So that's fine. But I'm really counting down days to the end of term because I'm only at school 3 days a week, and next Friday is our athletics carnival. So really it's only 2 more days of like usual school. So I really just needed to remind myself of why I do what I do. I really do love my students. So Friday I picked up the groceries on the way home from school. And then we went out to watch Sonic 2, which was out in cinemas here in Australia on the Thursday. We just got some red rooster for dinner. We were in bed a little bit late considering it was my youngest's birthday party for his friends and he wanted an Among Us party. And so I got up on Saturday and I had to make lolly bags and cupcakes, and I made these little like laminated cards with Among Us characters on them, and one of them was the imposter, and I would show the kids the cards and then they would all have to run off and play. It worked surprisingly well this morning when we did that. I sort of didn't really expect it to take off quite as well as it did, but they played it for honestly probably about an hour and a half, which for any of you who have anything to do with 8 or 9-year-old children is an excessively long time. So yeah, it went off really, really well, and it was supposed to rain, but it ended up not raining. It was beautiful. It was very cold. We've definitely had that temperature shift here on the East Coast, but it was clear and it wasn't super windy, and it did not rain on us, so that felt like a huge win. So that's him opening some of his presents. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day, which is why I'm doing planning today. I've got to change the clocks back. I think I've got that. On Saturday I do that before we go to bed. I picked up an attendance shift, it's not really a shift, role for tomorrow at church. One of the other ladies is in isolation because her daughter tested positive for COVID, so I'm going to be doing that instead. I still have to pick up a gift for Ali on the way, and I've put planning there, but yeah, like I just decided to do it today, so I'll take it off and it will look like I'm super ahead. So that is the week that was, week 13 of 2022, and I'm going to be planning out week 14. Another thing which I hadn't shown you guys is I have managed to get a little bit of my April planning done. I haven't done March review page, but I used some of these Coffee Monster Autumn decals, and this first coffee sheet. So yeah, the purple line is school holidays because we've got 2 weeks of school holidays. Oh, confusing myself. It starts here on the 9th, and I put the line on the top and they're back on the back on the 27th. I got there. Oh dear, it's been a big week. All right, so for the week coming, because it is the last week of term, I'm finding that these the Iris Designs kits are just some of the most straightforward. I don't really have to think too much about where to put things and what decoration goes where. So I'm going to be using another one of these, and because we've just had that temperature shift, this one just felt really appropriate with, you know, the beanie and the candles and the coffee mugs. So I'm going to use that one, even though it's not winter, but honestly it is cold and it feels like it. So yes, I'm going to be using that kit now. So I'll pop on some background music and hope you enjoy. Okay, I'm going to be tucking the decorative ones in the pocket here. One of the things that I love about having a cover like this is I can keep it in there as long as it fits. There's a couple of larger ones that don't fit as well. The Sarah Beth Plans ones are a little bit big. So it's quite simple this week, and I just sort of went with the grey that matches the header. I'm expecting to put a bit more of the colour in when I do the decorative boxes. You'll notice even from this one here, I mean the purple's quite bright, but before the pen it was fairly I don't know, fairly simple, and this week will be the same. So last week of term, as I said, it's predicted to be another wet one, but honestly, who knows anymore. I've got some work on Saturday as well. If you watched my video from a couple of weeks ago, you will recall that I messed up my days, and I had actually scheduled my youngest's birthday party on my usual work day, and so I had to split the people that I would see between the week before and the week after. So still got a little bit of catching up from my error, which is fine. It is what it is. I did trim down the midweek and during the day activities, the boxes. I really wanted to be able to see the time bar, particularly for this one, because the dog groomer does come while I'm at school or picking up the kids. He's really lovely. He knows us well, and so it's sort of an overlapping time, so I want to be able to see what I have on and where and when work finishes, and I just found that a little bit easier, and then I kind of liked it, so I thought I would do it for other things too. Not so much the evening activities or the weekend ones where there's no time bar, but definitely for these sort of during the day events. So I haven't put in my task list as yet. I will do that one day at a time. I just find that it's helpful and helps me to stay aware of what actually needs to be done each day, and it keeps me in my planner when I do it that way. So yeah, that is week 14 of this year. If you have any questions about anything you've seen that I haven't linked below, please feel free to comment, and I'll do my best to find the links for you. I hope you have a great week, whatever you're doing. Stay safe. Bye.